today we will cover a topic that comes under nursing foundation. That is a very important topic for student nurses, and this will be continued throughout our nursing life. First we will see the introduction. Mainly Lydia Hall in 1955 in her theory he have described three components of that is collection of data, implementation of care and validation of the care. According to that basic only our topic, that is the nursing process, has evolved. If you see the nursing process from their time, three steps are there. Second, 4-step process is there: assessment, planning, implementation, evaluation. 5-step process is there: assessment, planning, assessment, diagnosis, planning, implementation, evaluation. Then next, nowadays 6-step process is there: assessment, diagnosis, outcome, identification, then next planning, implementation, evaluation. So here we will discuss today what is nursing process. First we will see about the meaning of nursing process. Nursing process, it is the systematic and planned care that is done by the nurses to give an individualized patient care. So other than we can tell nursing process, it is a systematic critical thinking care done by a professional nurse whatever available evidenced care is given to the human care and for the health promotion and prevention of illness. Next we will see what are the purposes. First you see one is we can identify the health status of the individual or the client or the patient. Next one is to identify the need and what is the care problems for the patients. Identify the problems and identify the care need of the patients. Then third one is, according to the need, we can go with the planning of the care and implementation of the care and evaluate the care, how the care we have given, and we can provide a essential humanistic care for the patient. Next we will see what are the characteristics of nursing process. First one is, it is a cyclic, like a process, round a clock, cyclic manner. Second one is, it is dynamic, changing one. Third one is goal orientation is there. Fourth one is individualized, that is need based care is there. And next one is it consists of problem solving. Then next critical thinking is there, clinical reasoning present in this, and prioritize the need of the patients, and humanistic care is present in the nursing process. Next we will see what are the steps that is comes under nursing process. Today in our class we will discuss about 5 steps that comes under the nursing process. The steps mainly assessment, second one is diagnosis, planning, implementation and evaluation. So like it is a cyclic process. First step we will discuss, that is assessment. Assessment, it is the process, it is the first step of nursing process. It involves the collection of data, organizing the data, validating the data and recording the data. So first step, if you see, collection of the data. Collection of the data mainly from the individuals or the clients or the patients, their beliefs, their values, their needs, their perceptions, their ideas, all we are collecting. So collecting the data, mainly 2 types are there. First one is subjective data. Subjective data is otherwise known as covered data or symptoms. Symptoms, that is subjective, what the patient is verbalizing or saying, that is known as the subjective data. So I am having discomfort, pain, crying, so like that it is known as the subjective data. Then next one is objective data. Objective data, it is otherwise known as signs or overt data, that is the nurse dictated or measured or observed from the patients, like any dressing is there, we are seeing the surgical wound, whether edema is there, redness is there, ecchymosis is there, that we are observing, then it is known as the objective data. Then next data, two sources is there, primary sources is there, secondary sources. Primary sources we are directly collecting the data from the patients verbalizing and we are collecting. Second one is secondary sources from family members or from the health histories or from health personals, lab investigations, like that we are collecting the data, then it is known as the secondary data. And next we will see how we are collecting the data. Collecting the data we can go with observation through all our senses. Nurse can use the senses and do the observation. Second one is interview method, directive method or non-directive method we can do, and another one is examination, complete physical examination. We can use head to toe assessment or general assessment. We can use the method like inspection, palpation, percussion, auscultation and olfactory senses also can be used. And next we will see what are the types of assessment. If you see, initial assessment is there. Initial assessment during the time of admission what we are doing assessment, that is known as the initial assessment. Then next one is ongoing assessment. Ongoing assessments, when we are doing the care, when problem is faced by the patient, we are giving assessment, that is known as the ongoing assessment. Then next one is emergency assessment. The patient comes to the hospital in any emergency situation, we are doing the assessment, that is the emergency assessment. Then next one is time-lapsed assessment, that is after discharge, 3 months, 4 months after the patient come to the hospital, the client come to the hospital, when do you are doing the assessment, that is time-lapsed assessment. So these are points that comes under the assessment phase. The next we will see, second one is diagnosis phase. So diagnosis phase, if you see, this is the second step of nursing process. Here critical thinking of the nursing will be used and clinical judgment is done based on the assessment or needs of the patients. Mainly here 3 activities are there. First one is data analysis, second one is problem identification, the last one is identifying, that is formulating the nursing diagnosis. We have to formulate the nursing diagnosis. In the nursing diagnosis mainly components are there. Components, if you see, PES, that is problem identification, etiology and signs and symptoms or defining characteristics. Problem identification, the patient is telling discomfort or pain. Etiology, what is the cause, maybe of surgery or maybe of any accidents or injuries. Then next one is defining characteristics, signs and symptoms. Pain, they will express in pain analog scales or verbalization or crying. So like that we can identify the signs and symptoms. So these are the things, problem identification, then next one is etiology, then next one is defining characteristics. So 2-part we can use or 3-part method also we can use. Next we will see what are the types of nursing diagnosis. In the types of nursing diagnosis, actual nursing diagnosis is there. Then next one is actual nursing diagnosis, actual problem of the patient can be selected and as actual, for an example, ineffective breathing pattern. Second one is risk nursing diagnosis. Risk can be happen in future, they can go with risk for complications like infections, so like that. The next one is possible nursing diagnosis, possible social isolation example. Health promotion, promotional activity diagnosis can be promote. Syndrome, in a rape condition, any syndrome diagnosis will be there. The next one is wellness diagnosis. So wellness diagnosis, for the wellness of the patients we are framing the nursing diagnosis, then it is known as the wellness diagnosis. The next one is third step, it is the planning step. Planning step, whatever the course of nursing actions, we have to plan it for giving care for the patients. So what is the steps that comes under the planning? First one is prioritizing the problems, that is prioritizing the nursing diagnosis. Then after prioritizing the nursing diagnosis, we have to set the goal, what goal to achieve for the patients. Then next select the nursing plan, intervention plan. Then next write the nursing intervention plan. That is the main process. Next we will see what are the types. Types mainly 3 types are there. Independent nursing intervention, that is a well qualified proficient nurse she can or he can make their own nursing activities without the guidance of others. Then next one is dependent nursing intervention. Dependent nursing intervention, the physician will guide the nurses to do the nursing activities. Then third one is collaborative nursing intervention. Collaborative, both the nurse and the physician join together and they can bring out the collaborative nursing intervention. So these are the main three types of nursing intervention. Next step is implementation. So implementation means whatever planning nursing care plans we are formulated, that has to be put in action. That is known as the implementation process. Implementation process, we can see the effectiveness of the nursing care, outcome of the nursing care can be assessed. What are the steps? Steps one is reassessing the nursing problem, set the prioritized, perform the interventions and implementation. For an example, we are for an assess pain, what we have to do, assess the patient condition, assess the pain level, provide comfortable measures for the patients like pillows, bed, cold applications can be done, ice caps therapies can be done, medications can be done according to the doctor's orders. So positions can be changed. So different nursing intervention will be there that we can implement in this implementation phase. And our last one is evaluation. Evaluation, it is the final step of the nursing process. Here we are observing the outcome of the patient data. Like we can observe after giving the nursing intervention what is achieved for the patients, whether it is satisfied or not satisfied. So that comes under the evaluation. So what are the process that comes under evaluation? First we have to collect the data subjective ways or objective ways. Then we have to compare the data whether nursing intervention can become achieved or not. Then relating the data, and we have to drawing the conclusions, monitoring, reassessing and terminating the nursing care plan. So these are the main process that comes under the evaluation. So evaluation, we can observe the data. If pain is there, we have given nursing intervention, pain has reduced or not. If reduced means we can stop the process. If not reduced means reassess, we can continue the nursing process again. So last one is, as a nurse we have to use the GOSH method. That is the characteristics. One is goal oriented, organized, systematic, humanistic, need based care is essential for the patients who are coming to the hospital. So today class we have discussed about what is nursing process, what is the definition, what are the purpose, what is the characteristics, what is the steps that comes under the nursing process. So today I am signing off, Mrs. Nima. Next video we will meet again. Thank you.